Bowl. Today, a Golden State clash as two teams from the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, it has been a few up and down years, a lot of drama for UCLA. After Chip Kelly left, there hasn't been much stability, but let's see if Bob Chesney is the guy to get UCLA back on track and make some noise in the Big Ten. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Iamaleava on the play action. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got a man, it's Matthews. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. He's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Napier. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Aztecs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The run inside. It's Sutton. to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a...
Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aztecs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Knight. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Play fake, Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Sutton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He makes the grab, breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off. and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bostic. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He's got the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside. It's Knight. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Looking for a big gain. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Fires to the right. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's busted. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's complete, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs! Makes the grab in the corner.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Knight. Still on his feet at the 40. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
The run inside. It's Sutton. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They kick it away on fourth down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Turning it on! Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Throwing, Iamaleava. Makes the grab, it's Ellis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Looking for space, it's Knight. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On target. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The option look. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Being chased. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Final play of the quarter coming. The give on the counter. They stop him in his tracks and they'll head to the other side of the field. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Now on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Into the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49.
Number 95, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Iamaleava makes the catch. It's Knight. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Floats it out in space. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Keeps it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. That's reeled in. It's Ellis.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They just keep firing. Finds a tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Looking for the score! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Fires left. It's complete. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
And this has got to feel great if you're the offense, to go into enemy territory on the road and play as well as you did. It's going to give them a lot of confidence moving forward.